Jane Watson.
And today we're talking about
Our 20-year-old selves and what we want to bring forward.
we did talk about that, and then we talked about a whole bunch of other stuff, including makeup, Botox, feminism,
Motherhood.
Neanderthal women.
Did we really?
Yeah. And everything in between. So, welcome to the Sage Stage. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Choosing
Cheers.
with water. Yeah.
I know. We're so like menopausal 50 people.
Yeah, but I do have coffee here too.
Yeah,
I have all the drinks.
You have all the drinks.
I have all the drinks because last night I was telling you, I was having terrible restless leg in the middle of the night. I don't know how Rich didn't wake up as I'm doing leg exercises, trying to get some circulation. It was so painful, and we had already locked the kittens out.
Yeah.
I had to lock the kittens out of my room, everyone, so I could sleep.
Get some sleep. God, sleep is so important. And I think it's so like underrated. I'm totally recognizing that how much of my life went to shit because I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah, when I was able to be on HRT and it helped me sleep, like that's one of my menopausal things that made me go, I got to go on HRT.
Yeah, me too.
But it only took, like, having good sleep, my fibro was better.
Mm-hmm.
And now
everything gets better
when you sleep. So now that I'm off it and I have terrible sleep, everything's
flaring up. Absolutely.
And then add kittens.
Yeah, and then add kittens. It's like having a new dog or puppy or new kittens. Anything. It's like having a baby again, and your sleep goes to shit.
I know, and I was the mom that always said, "Come sleep with me," and I'm even if they're fur, I'm like, "Come sleep with me."
Right? Yeah. No,
but
we weren't.
We
were
locked
like,
them out.
I need my sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm not a morning person at the best of times, and then you give me no sleep, and you do not want to be around me.
I like mornings. I don't like getting out of bed, but I like mornings.
I would love to be a morning person if I could sleep till 11 and then push the clock back to 6. That would
right?
be great.
Oh my God, that's it. That's what we have to do. We just have to invent that. Done. New invention. We're going to figure out time travel.
There you go.
Just for a few hours.
Just so menopausal women can feel
sleep
awesome.
till 11 and then wake up at 6 a.m. and get their jobs
Get their
done.
shit done.
I do get the best sleep. Sometimes if I can sleep in, like if I don't have to get up for something and I'm having a terrible sleep, 6:30 to 9:30, I can have the best, deepest sleep.
That's when I do all my dreaming. My dreaming is insane.
I just need to
3 hours.
work at night. Does this mean I have to be a prostitute? Maybe.
Maybe we just record at night and
Oh, we record. Oh, yeah, not a prostitute. We just work other things at night,
exactly.
right? Okay.
Yeah. I think we wouldn't make much money these days as prostitutes.
Hey,
this
there's
actually leads
fetish.
to my question.
There's fetish. Oh, good.
It
It's
is my
Jane's
question.
turn. Jane's
Yeah.
turn to surprise me with a question.
So my question, I was mulling over, and
Did you ever want to be a prostitute? Was that your question?
no, but it was a question about what part of your 20s do you miss now that we're in our 50s, and what part do you feel like you want to bring forward that you've kind of given up? Like, there's things we give up as we get older, or things that we just say, oh, we can't do that thing because, I'm older, or I'm responsible, so I can't do that crazy thing I did in my 20s. What thing do you miss from your 20s? What part of you do you miss from your 20s? And what part do you feel like you might want to pull back into your 50s?
So you're suggesting don't like in my 50s, there's something I did in my 20s that I don't do now.
Yeah, or a part
because
of your
of- 'cause
personality, it's not even something you do, but like an aspect of yourself.
The only, I guess the only aspect of myself that I miss from my 20s was I had more gumption. I had more gumption, more energy to go, well, no, I still do that. I guess I just had more energy because the fibro didn't kick in. Like I'm probably a little crazier now than I was in my 20s.
Really?
I'm more, yeah. Because in my 20s, I was such a, I was still crazy. I mean, I'm me. I've always been.
I'm going to replace crazy with exuberant and joyful, because crazy has a bad connotation, and you use that as a cover sometimes. I'm just crazy. It's like, no, you're exuberant and joyful.
So I'm very exuberant and very joyful.
Exactly. And
So-
I'm sorry if I'm getting teachery on you there. I just don't want you
every
to
time
be
I
like,
sit, this basement's making you be like the therapist.
am I? Fuck,
I love
sorry.
it.
All right.
Look, I love it. It's
yeah,
fine.
but I
It's-
don't want to get too serious. But I'm also like, I
no,
think.
I love that you call me on, and I've called you on when you start to play small.
Yeah,
when
and the negative self-talk. It's funny. I'm just going to interject for a second because I was talking to Blythe last night. Hi, baby. And she's in San Francisco, and she's at
Yes,
this game
congratulations
development.
to
Yeah, she
Blythe.
did
Yes.
great. But even though she did great down there, she did a presentation and she won at an improv contest, second place, which was amazing. But she's found herself with a lot of negative self-talk, worrying about like, am I ever going to be able to compete? And, I am not as organized as this person. A lot of judgment and comparison. And I said to her, here's all the things that you're awesome at. And I'm, as your mother, I'm just going to keep reminding you that you've got this and this and this and this. And, you're your own worst enemy. And she goes, yeah, I really got to stop that negative self-talk. And she goes, and I just did negative self-talk about negative self-talk. And I went, yes,
but that's, we do that. But you know what? And maybe that's it. In my 20s, real life hadn't completely set in yet. And when real life sets in, like responsibilities, like real jobs and kids and marriages and relationships or whatever real life is to you, that's when the negative self-talk tends to creep in. It's always there. I mean, I know I've had it in some ways, mostly my body, right? As we've discussed. But when it comes to living small, that's when, I guess in my 20s, I wasn't thinking of living small. In my early 20s, by
you still
late
had big
20s.
ambitions and really to like risk everything and go, you know what, I'm going to dream big.
No, I didn't risk everything.
No, but you dreamed. But you dreamed big.
I dreamt bigger than I did now. Actually, no, it was in my teens. In my 20s, I was already starting to go small. Yeah, in my teens.
It's kind of interesting to pinpoint that moment. Like, what is that moment
That's
in
what
our
I'm trying
lives
to pinpoint.
when we kind of went from, and I see it, right? I see it happening in my kids, and I'm kind of trying to talk them through that and go, you know what? Worrying about the world and the things you can't control will keep you small. You can't control those things. So don't let them bring you down.
Yeah,
but we did it.
I did it, and I know I did it. I did it for, and I hate to say it's because it was, like I said before, it wasn't his fault, for my marriage. Like I started dating him, and I was in theater, and I was still big, and I still had like negative self-talk going in my head, but I still had those aspirations. But when I met him, and I'm like, because I wanted kids since I was 16. I didn't want them at 16, but I knew being a mom
that's where
was
you
important.
and I are different. Like I was like,
I wanted kids, and I really, when I met the man that I want kids with him and his lifestyle and his family. And like I said, no one told me I couldn't, but I just felt like if I want this, I can't do it.
That's such a huge
real life came into me and said to me, I want this family life. I want this. And
I have to choose.
Well, I did realize or kind of know that I probably, not that he ever said it, but I think I knew, and I was right. Family life and theater in that relationship would not work and did not work, really.
And so you chose him,
but I
knowing
chose
that it wouldn't work.
And then in that relationship, like through that time in my life, I just got smaller and smaller.
And I think this is where I was talking to my son actually in Japan yesterday morning, and I said, and I was talking to his girlfriend too.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas. Hi, Leona. Girlfriend. I hope so. I said, we were talking about, this was very interesting too. We were talking about women come pre-built to experience pain. Once you hit your teenage years and you end up with the cycle, you end up in pain. Most women anyway. I shouldn't say most women. A lot of women end up in pain
to
every
deal
month.
with discomfort.
We learn to discomfort.
Whatever level it is.
Exactly. Yeah. And we also learn to like compromise constantly with, what am I going to be able to do today because I'm dealing with this thing. And that's something that never occurred to me, like that men never have to do that. And then we have this on a macro scale where our careers and our lives is like, okay, if I want to have a baby, I know that something's going to give. And the dudes to the same degree, like more now than ever, but they don't have the same level of like, this is going to completely change the trajectory of my life. I'm going to be off work. I'm going to be looking, I have this this is a piece of advice my mom gave me. My mom is not big on advice. She's not a, let me sit down and have, the world talks. But I remember this very specific one she said to me. And I remember being shocked at the time because I was like, wow. Because my mom's she was very religious and,
proper.
She said, very proper. She said, Jane, The only thing you can't change in your life is becoming a mother. Everything else is changeable. That one thing will forever change. You can change your husband. You can change your religion. You can change your hair color. You can change where you live. You can change your
Wow.
nationality. You can change your gender, but you cannot change being a mother. She goes, so that's the one thing I'm going to tell you. Make sure you are ready, is what she said. And like I said, I'm getting goosebumps because that was the only real advice I remember getting as mother to daughter. She was like, it's the one thing you cannot undo. And I was like, whew. And so I think that's part of the reason why
heavy.
I went, whew. I the dream about kids, I totally backburnered it. Even after I was married, we were married 5 years, and it was John who was like, we should think about kids. And I was like, because I knew, I went, okay, everything decision I've been making up till now is going to change. And I love being a mom. Like I love and adore my kids. I love being a parent. Yeah. But I've never been the same person.
I know.
That level
it's
of
true.
carefree
It's true.
and like,
I'm like my mother, I'm trying to think about
and it
advice.
changed him too. I'm sorry. Like it changed him too.
Yeah, but we're not talking
Responsibility.
about boys right now. We're
But
talking
it
about
was
women.
This was
So,
us.
but my mom's advice, the one that, I mean, I'm sure she gave advice. I mean, you know,
Of course.
my parents are very talky. Like my dad and I, we'd have great conversations when he drove me to, when I was living there. I can't remember what I was taking. I was living at home still. I'd moved back home to take that course, and we'd have big talks. But my mom, and I remember to this day, and it's weird. I have moisturized from the time I was 13, my whole body. And it has helped me. She said, Chandra, you moisturize every single day.
What?
She did. And my mom has great skin, and my mom does not look her age. And she said, always, which I don't do. Sorry, Mom. Don't do makeup and not do lips because it's an unfinished look. And you know what? She's right.
That's hilarious.
She
I
sold
love that.
Avon, and my mom was. I remember being young. She was always so put together and so like. And we didn't have a lot of money, but she sewed clothes. And when we had to go out, or we went out when I was young, I remember my mom looking beautiful and always having these, great outfits, and she knew how to look great. And my dad, like when I was little, not so much teen years, I guess, life kind of hit on them. But when we were little, my mom and dad would dance around, and he'd come home from work and call her his bunny nest and hug. And she was always so put together. And I just wanted, like, the women in my life.
That's what you aspired to.
Yeah. And then my aunt, she was so like, she was the flamboyant dresser, like scarves and bracelets, where I totally get all that from her.
Right.
And she was a little bit more, I guess, I don't want to say spiritual, but spiritual. She was religious. Like she,
I'm sorry, I'm hot flashing again.
You're hot flashing. Oh, there goes Jane. She's going to strip. I'm hot flashing, but I'm dealing with it.
Shut the fuck up. Jesus.
I'm just sweating on camera here.
Oh, God. No.
Good for you.
Okay.
I just don't want to show my belly. That's why I'm not taking mine off.
I don't want to show mine either, but
you
I
don't
can't
have a
deal.
belly. Shut up. Here we go. Now let's beat each other up. Okay. So, but my aunt, who was like, those are the two women, and the advice my aunt would always give would be, take a deep breath, or you're loved. My mom said that, but it's so funny. Like my mom was,
she was like, wear lipstick if you're putting makeup on.
And
she's
it's
like,
going to kid wise, my mom would just, I think she wanted me to only have one.
interesting.
She said, well, because it was so hard on my body, the delivery.
Right.
And I think she said she was so, like, worried about what's going to happen if I have another one to my body.
Mom,
She's still my mom. Like,
yeah.
Pregnancy was fantastic, a little hard, but the deliveries, though easy, did ruin my body in many ways.
Yeah, there's that too of my 20s. I'm like,
But
I'd love to have that body back.
no, you know what? I didn't like my body in my 20s. So it's not, I have none of that. I have none of that. None of that. It's just like the complications. And she was like, do you want to do this again? I'm like, I don't want to have an only child unless that's what I'm destined for.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But no. It's funny what we remember as kids. It's funny. And I know we talked about it. It's funny what we were told negatively from people in our formative years that stick, and the positive stuff, like all the stuff my mom said, I am remembering: moisturize and put lipstick on.
Oh my gosh.
Which I look terrible in lipstick. So I wear lip gloss.
Well, you know what? It's like,
but I do know, like if I'm going out, not on a day to day, like I got nothing on my lips right now, which I probably should.
need it.
But if I'm going out, I will make sure I have some kind of a lip gloss. If I don't tint it, it's shiny because that's a finished look.
So yeah, you've got that from your mom, the finished look. So my mom, she had if there was an occasion, she could really dress it up and look stunning. But on a day-to-day basis, she really, the word that came that I'm like, she abhorred almost. She almost had a disdain for the ultra feminine arts like makeup, and she never wore high heels. Like if she ever did, like I don't remember ever seeing her high heels. She never done her nails.
It's not practical.
No, it's not practical.
Is that, and I don't mean that as an insult.
No,
like,
no.
It's
partially that. It's partially that. But she's my mom. I remember, and I love my mom. Because I accept her for who she is, but she was not a feminine woman. She didn't, it was almost where I got a certain level of disdain for femininity. And the thing is, every time I did try to wear like makeup when I was little, like when I was in grade 6 or high school, I would botch it up so badly that I'd look worse. Right? Like, and I remember going, why am I even trying to do this? And I still have that feeling when I put it on. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Wait. So makeup as teens and stuff when we try, so my mom was an Avon lady. So there was tons of samples all around. So, and it's in the 80s where color was, remember blue eyeshadow, blue mascara, blue eyeliner. I had it all at my fingertips. I never did face makeup. I never learned how to do. I had to go to MAC. I had to go MAC a year ago and go, I now actually have to do some kind of face makeup. I don't know how to do it. Can you show me? You went there too, right?
I did, but I can't wear anything on my face.
Yeah, but I have like a moisturizer cover up.
Yeah, it looks
so it feels like face moisturizer because I can't wear. I hate makeup on my face. You should use this one. It's really good.
Are you saying I need to?
No, I'm just saying if you want to. Your skin is beautiful. Oh my God. I'm just saying, not you should because you have to. If you want a finish, my skin's all blotchy.
Are you saying I'm not finished?
Oh my God. What is wrong with you today? Jane, should we get under behind that comment?
No.
Behind that comment,
what
are you
it's
saying?
Just a lot. I've like, there's a part of me that is like insecure about the fact that I don't know how to do a lot. And it's funny, I ran a medical aesthetics clinic for 10 years, and I honestly was like, what the,
but you don't, because you did the medical aesthetic means you didn't have to use makeup. I never went that route. I don't have something that takes away discoloring or stuff. So I am using, and I don't like that feeling of it, but I was just suggesting as a girlfriend, maybe this thing that I use, if you ever need or
maybe
want.
That's why I never had female friends, because I just told them to bugger off.
I'm like, but I'm the kind of person to go, fuck you. No, don't. I'm just trying to, I'm just giving you advice, girlfriend.
Good.
But I'm saying that in high school, like I was so proud that I could wear 8, and I said 8 shades of eyeshadow on my eyelids because I have big bulgy eyes. So I would do, here it goes. Light pink stripes, light pink, dark pink, light green, dark green, light blue, dark blue, light purple, dark purple, navy blue or purple mascara.
Oh my God.
I fucking rock.
I need to see this.
I don't, I'm trying to look, but I
how did you do that? That must have taken forever.
No, I just went zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh my God.
I didn't blend. It was terrible.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I don't know how long I did it for. Like, I don't think I did it for like maybe a month or so. But I remember going, this is pretty awesome. But I'm
all the rainbow. No, I was the opposite.
I was wearing rainbow on my face before rainbow was cool, everyone.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm so not a morning person that fighting for the bathroom in my house, because there's 4 teenage girls, all within 5 years. So that bathroom, that one bathroom, was in high demand every morning, right? Because they were doing makeup and hair, and I was just
girly?
like,
were your sisters?
Yeah, they wore makeup, and I would wear lipstick, but if I tried anything else, it looked like shit.
Like mascara? Did you just throw mascara?
Mascara, it would be like down to here. Because I'd spend the whole day going,
You touch your eyes, yeah. I learned to go like this when I touch my eyes. So
no,
if I know I
see all these women on TV, and they're like, I gotta cry. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, you're not crying properly because you're worried about your mascara. And I'm awful. Am I being awful? I'm being awful.
She is being a little bit awful because that's very judgy.
That got a little
and I
insecurity around
think
that
I
shit,
was going to
guess.
say I think your judginess is not
I don't know,
because
but I don't. I just this. I gotta.
Jane, it's because you're gorgeous. You don't need, but this kind of goes back to your
Question?
no.
Oh shit.
We were totally off the question. I'm going to go back to it in a second, but we're going to deal with this shit first. This goes back to your, I don't want to do girly things on your proposal, on your wedding. I want to, you have something. Can I suggest that perhaps to you, because you are such a strong feminist and you are such a strong woman and you are such an advocate for women with strength, that you find women who wear, not women, you find wearing makeup or leaning into that not strong. Be honest.
I'm trying to be. I think it's not that I.
And then you're not judging. I know you don't judge me for doing that, but
no. I don't think it's not strong. I
You
object to it being made necessary.
Exactly.
That's it. And I object to the fact that women, when they start to wear makeup, feel like they can't stop wearing makeup because people look at them now and go, "Are you okay?
Well,
Like, are you sick?
okay,
Is something wrong with
that
you?"
I don't
I'm like,
think happens much anymore, but you have, I mean, I don't, because now you have Pamela Lee Anderson not wearing makeup and everyone else, which congratulations, thank you. I personally
but there's workplaces out there that say you must come to work made up.
Still?
Yeah.
I mean, depends on the, like if you're working.
There's no rules like that for men. I was at a restaurant in Montreal just a few years
Really?
ago, and there was a young woman there, and she was wearing, no word of a lie, 3-inch heels, and she was a waitress.
Oh yeah, the
And I was
clothes,
like,
yes, it drives me nuts.
How do you do this all night on 3-inch heels? Like, I'm worried about you and your back, and like it's full makeup and short skirt. Short skirt. And she's like, it's the uniform, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And she's like, no, it's in the contract. I have to. I have to wear heels. I have to wear short skirt, and I have to wear makeup.
I will
hair.
always
like-
look when I'm in a restaurant, and if all the waitresses are wearing the same inappropriate to me outfit, not by showing, not inappropriate in a modest way, but inappropriate for on your feet, bending over, serving food way. I'm like, they've been told they have to, or they
all
choose
chose
to
it.
because they're going to get big tips.
it's a different-
I'm sorry.
If it's a choice, it's a choice.
I'm all for strong women, and don't tell me what to wear and everything. But I bartended, and if I wore a low cut top, mommy brought home big tips. And I am all
And
for
I've got-
exploiting.
I know,
I am all for exploiting the foibles. I'm sorry, I love men. I'm all for exploiting the penis. Like,
Oh my God,
do
how
these
did we
little
get here?
do these little flesh bags make you horny and want to put $5 in the tip jar? You go right ahead. You're not touching them. And I would smile, and I'm like, it's terrible. But you're like,
Such a complicated issue for me.
It
And
is
I
such a
totally get what you're
complicated-
saying. And
No,
I
and-
don't. And I'm like, if men want to pay for their appreciation of the female body, and you know what? Let's look at history. Like all the
Oh
statues.
no, I'm
like
not for it. I'm not.
the
I think it's
adoration
a
of
terrible thing. But I think if women are
Except
like,
that-
fuck it, if this is how I'm going to make a good coin,
the adoration
bring
of
it.
the female form has been around for forever.
I
you just
adore
have to
the
look
female
at-
form.
You just have to look at ancient art. I
Yes.
actually studied medieval art and stuff in university for a little bit, as part of my degree.
I'm so
And-
not surprised.
And the adoration of the female form is throughout. You know,
Of course. Because the female form, people are going to hate me when they actually start listening to this thing. The female form to me
go for it.
is godlike. The female form is beautiful. It's powerful. It's magical. We create life, and men go, I want to smish that down and kill it. Okay, you can come at me now. But
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Not all men, of course.
No, not all men. I'm
But the
talking historically.
the patriarchy and the
Yeah.
desire to keep women
so,
small.
So
Yeah,
there's
I don't
that.
disagree with that. But it's isn't it kind of, just to be to go on the defense for men for a second? Isn't it kind of just so fucked up that their sexual attraction, desire of the female body makes them want to control it? At least historically.
Okay, and
historically,
let's
they want
go-
to control it, keep it small, and
Yes.
own it, and possess it, and destroy
I
it. It's
waffle
like,
on both sides because yes, I agree with
I
that.
feel like
but let's
modern men
go.
are doing that less.
But let's go to.
Thank
We
God.
are basic animals at heart, and at heart, look at the animal kingdom. The woman parades around in front of a man, however, to, well, some of the men are more colorful in the bird thing
They
and stuff.
actually often are more colorful.
More colorful.
The men
because
are actually
because the women have to be more
hidden.
So when they have their babies, yeah.
Exactly. No, it's the men who parade around.
But yeah, the men who parade around. But I mean,
it's actually fascinating when you think about how in the animal kingdom
it's ingrained in the humans that the female has to attract the male. That I'm just thinking this out loud. The female attracts the male.
But she doesn't need to try. That's just baked in.
No, you're right. You're right. Probably the female had to attract the men because the men were so stupid, and they. She's like, hey, no, hey, we have to make some babies. We have to. I'm not man bashing.
No.
I'm just like I'm just trying to think. Could you imagine? Let's create the why females started beautifying themselves. I'm sure they did it for themselves.
Oh yeah, and it's been around forever.
No, well, they did it because royalty, like whatever the royalty
Cleopatra
did.
was into
blah, 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 blah,
it.
blah.
And
So
but
what-
know what? She did it for female power. It was female empowerment.
How exactly?
Initially. And I'm all for it for those reasons. Like by all means,
Yeah,
if the glitter makes you feel power. You go.
Glitter does make me feel
Exactly.
powerful.
And I'm like,
But
that's all fine. But it's when it becomes mandated that you must do it that I have a real big problem. And I guess that's part of the reason. Now, there's the fundamental, I'm not good at it and I have issues around that. But there's also I don't want to be expected to do it every day. I can't do what you do. Like, this is good. I can't do that.
I'm telling you this is because my mom was an Avon lady and I did theater for so long.
Fabulous.
And I had to do my own makeup.
I know I did too. I still sucked at it.
I could only do my eyes. I can't do face. I just learned. Even then, I still don't think I'm doing it right.
Oh, I know. You look great.
Well, I think I love
You're welcome.
you.
I love
You
you
look
too.
great.
Well, and you know what? And that's the thing. Actually, when I ran the clinic, one of the things I said to the women all the time was like, I want you to get to the point that you feel so good in your skin that you don't need to wear makeup. Right? The idea is that your skin feels so good that you don't want to cover it up. You don't want to put stuff on it.
And
that's
I never
where
did.
I'm kind of at. Like,
I honestly never. I do my eyes because I enjoy it. It makes me
Exactly.
fun.
It makes
It's
you
fun.
feel good.
I never did my face. I never, ever, ever, other than
You mean,
moisturizer.
you're talking like contouring.
I'm talking. I'm talking. I never wore cover up. I never did my cheeks. I just would have my moisturizer. I would do my eyes. Throw on some lips for my mom's sake.
A little blush.
And nope.
No blush?
Nope. Never. I never had to. I'm not bragging. I never had to do anything.
See, I have to do that because I look like completely ashen. That's the one thing I'll do is put on some blush.
I do now, but my whole life I never did. I had natural color. Sometimes in the summer I would put like that shimmery glow if I was like to make it look like sparkly, in the 90s when we wanted glitter all over our bodies. But or 2000s, I can't remember. But whenever it was, I was all into that. But
No, I never
until menopause, I'm not kidding, 53. So we're talking 2-3 years ago. How old am I? 4 years?
55?
5, 6. I'm
56.
56. But whatever. I noticed like 2-3 years ago, I'm like, ooh, like someone took a picture and I'm like, I look sick. Like my skin doesn't have that natural glow. I don't have the money, or else I probably would do something so I wouldn't have to do
Here's
this.
the thing that I want to say to a lot of women about the money when it comes to laser treatments. You're better off doing one $300 laser treatment a year than spending like $300 on makeup.
Well, can you tell me what one I have to take?
I would say,
will book it.
I will look at it for you. I'm like,
Do it. You're going to be my queen.
I'm not about doing talks anymore. I used to because I own the clinic, and
That's Botox for people who don't know, because I had to ask what that meant.
And and it's funny. I'm noticing, of course, that my face is wrinkling and aging in waves. It's been 2 years since I left the clinic.
I think you're
and 2 years-
gorgeous.
Thank you. But I'm also going. I have to embrace. I want to embrace aging that part of me. Again, I'm doing the moisturizer and I'm doing gua sha. I'm doing little things that are more natural.
I just take my thumb in the shower and I go up my jawline and I stretch out my crepey neck.
Yeah, well, I
love
all
my crepey neck. Like, you do stuff. But for people who don't do stuff,
I haven't
ladies,
done anything to my
do
neck
you
other than gua sha. No, I've never.
Your
done
whole time, you've never done any
I've
of that
never
skincare that's gone
I did
down
some. No, it's true. I did some, but
on your
years ago.
jawline.
So when you do laser treatments, they generally start from your jawline and up.
Yeah,
but
so
you can also include your neck, which usually includes that part too.
So I would go. I mean, I'm just living my life, right?
Yeah.
I'm just living my life. Do. I would notice in a picture. I'm like, when did that happen?
I know.
Like, what are all these lines? What's this like turkey thing starting to happen on my neck. My sister and I are like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
Like when it shows up overnight.
It does. It's actually,
like,
I always used to say this to women too. I said, aging doesn't kind of like, you're up here in your 30s and 40s and then you have the slow, gentle, it's like, no, it's like 30s and mid 40s, you kind of go down and then you plateau for a while and then you hit your 50s and then you plateau for a while. It's hit sudden changes that you kind of go, what the fuck just happened?
I didn't just plateau. It was like I fell off a cliff. And landed in a gully of rocks. I know, but then you scraped my neck down there
for a while, and then there's going to be. And the thing is, I'm still. And you know what? Maybe that's one of the things we'll get into is kind of start trying some of these things that. Like, have you seen those red light glasses that?
I do want to look at those.
Yeah. So we might try those because again, a lot of women
I
get
do want
like
to try that.
They get like dark circles under the eyes and the loose skin here. And
well,
that looks to me like. I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but I think I might want to try it.
But the infrared, like it's red light therapy.
Yeah, it's red light therapy.
And if you do
a micropulse.
Yes, and if you have, like, I believe in. I used to run a studio. I think I've talked about it with my girlfriend, and we had before they were big an infrared sauna.
Yeah,
and you could go in your clothes, and it felt so good on my body.
Yeah,
like it felt better than an actual sauna.
We're gonna go to one.
Okay,
in Collingwood.
An infrared sauna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, Jane and I are going on a writing retreat.
Yeah, we're going to get some
next
stuff
week.
done.
We're going to get some stuff done. But hey, Jane, what is it in your 20s that you would bring back? Let's try and take this back to where we started.
Where we started. I had a level of fearlessness. Like I look back and go, I should be dead, but I'm thankful that I'm not. But I had a level of fearlessness that, like, and also like now I'm a bit of a creature of comfort. Like I don't want to be uncomfortable, right? Back then I was willing to be uncomfortable to do something cool and unusual and different, and now I'm like,
never.
If I'm gonna sleep badly or be cold or wet or hungry, I'm like, fuck it, right? So I feel like I'm limiting options.
Well, you know
myself,
what? Let's our human body is older,
exactly,
and we can't handle it.
I love the trip I'm gonna do to Bhutan with Penny because it's called Grit and Grace because the days are gritty. Like when we did Peru.
I do want to do one of those one day.
Exactly. We did this. We did the Inca Trail.
When are you going to that one?
I'm doing Bhutan in November of this year.
Oh, that's a new one. I didn't remember. Did you just book that?
It's funny. Like I feel like I've told everyone about this, but I was telling Blythe about it last night. She's like, I don't know you're going to Bhutan.
No, I've only known Japan, France.
Yeah,
you did not tell
this
me
is
Bhutan.
1 year of travel for me that I will not forget because I will never do 3 trips again like this in my lifetime. I expect. But
good for
I'm
you.
doing Japan and then I'm doing France and then I'm doing Bhutan.
Amazing.
And Bhutan, I have to. So I like, and I'm actually really like thinking about my 20-year-old self because I have to fly to Kathmandu by myself.
Just keep.
And I'm a little freaked out about that. And I'm not great traveling by myself, but I'm also like, that's just gonna be what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And then when we're in Bhutan, we're actually gonna be climbing up a huge trail, kind of like the Inca Trail in Peru.
Nice.
And when I was doing the Inca Trail, I couldn't talk. I was so
steep.
Winded. Well, we're also up at 11,000
and the elevation.
feet.
Yeah.
And I remember trying to talk to my friend Stacy while we were on the hike, and we were like trying to have a conversation, kind of like this. And at one point, it just went, "We have to stop talking." Talk and walk. And so like I had to walk in silence for the last 3 hours because I couldn't.
Yeah.
And
But you did it.
We did. It was an
Good for
8-hour
you.
hike and we went from 11,000 to 14,000. But I could do it because I knew that night I was sleeping in a super comfy bed with
You're
food
not in a
waiting for
tent.
me.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be in a
You
tent.
weren't cooking on a campfire.
I wasn't cooking on a campfire. I was like, I could do this because I know it's in this chunk and then I'm going to get, and that's why I'm like, I feel I'm at this age and stage. I can't afford to do these trips very often, but if
you're taking this year because your body's still in good shape.
Yes,
like because
exactly.
if you waited 5 years, like that's what some people you
Exactly.
wait
I
5,
don't
6 years. Who knows what your body's going to be like?
But you know what? We're going to be more fit in 5 years.
Well, I
'cause
am,
we're
yes,
going
for
to be,
sure,
like,
because
starting
we're
to
going to start exercising on Tuesday. Oh my god! So yeah, I do agree. But
that's the
when
thing.
you're saying,
I wish I
you
still
had that
had
fearlessness.
Yes, because
But I
I
think-
know John would love to go way more deep woods camping, and I know
But that doesn't
it makes him
excite
happy.
you.
I can't deal with the discomfort. I can't deal with the level of like not going to the bathroom 5 days because my body goes, where are we? No.
Oh yeah, I can't poop outside
No.
my house.
No, exactly. And I'm like,
Isn't
I
that
can't-
terrible?
Yeah, he's fine. He can anywhere. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm on a little rock island and there's 4 hours to get to the closest
remember-
highway. I'm like, my boat that I have to canoe, I'm like, my body goes, hell no.
I know. What is that? I can't do it. My kids, thank God they don't have my crazy neuroses on that. I remember Hannah was 8. We're in Value Village. And she went, Mommy, I need to go to the bathroom. We're like, okay. So there's a lineup and, we're waiting. And I'm always like, it's not the cleanest bathroom sometimes. And I'm like, just cover it. And she goes, okay, whatever. And she goes in and because she's old enough to go by herself. Kara and I are standing there waiting and waiting and waiting. And she comes out, she goes, whew, don't go in there. I'm like, oh my God, I love this kid so much that she can dump in Value Village.
Oh my God, is she going to be okay with telling this?
She probably won't be, but that's fine. She's not listening. But
We love you. Just,
Hannah, but she's a kid. Kids are kids. I mean, like, come on.
That's so great.
Hannah
I think
was
that's
the
so
kid
great.
that I loved her so. I mean, I still love her, but her as a kid, the stuff that would come out of her mouth, I would love. Like I remember we're at the kitchen table. What year did the Mayans stop making the calendars? That whole this is the last year of the Mayan calendar.
I don't remember.
And then
Yes.
but you remember that time.
Yeah.
So Trevor and I, my ex-husband, we're at the kitchen table. It's breakfast or something. We end up talking about it because I'm talking about the studio. Because we're doing some end of the year. We're making a stupid foil hat and like we made it a big funny thing at the studio. So we were talking about doing that, and the kids are eating, and then Hannah just says, man, I'm really sad they stopped making calendars. I really like calendars. Because we'd always get one. They'd always get one in their stocking of their favorite animal or something.
Calendars are done.
She's like, I really wish we had more calendars. just the stuff. I love what kids do and
I
say.
love the innocence,
and that's
yeah.
the thing. Like, and I'm not making fun of Hannah for having.
Oh,
but,
no, that's
but I
like
just go.
so
when
great.
did everybody in the world when did we?
That's
It's
part
that
of what
when
I
do we
miss.
stop?
That's what I miss, right? Like there was a bit of a in our younger years, we had a bit of a
Just what's
a
not
naivety
care. Yeah.
of like. And
do
and
you
just,
think we get that back?
well, here's the thing. When I was looking for stuff this morning, I saw on my phone someone said that being in your 50s is like being you're the youngest of the old people. You're like the adolescents, babies of being old. You are actually.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
I kind of fucking love that.
I do love
do
that.
feel like there's this, if you are willing to embrace it,
Yes.
there is a whole nother level of adolescence that comes when your children leave home. You can continue being full identity mom if you want to. I've decided to fold into, okay, yes, I'm still your mother. And I was on the phone last night for an hour with Blythe as she was, decompressing after her big long day. And I was like, I love being there for my children.
Yes.
And I love that I've discovered doing fun things for me that I didn't do before, that I wouldn't do when they were at home. Right?
I think
like things that I can get a little reckless again now.
I almost have
As much as my
less
body will let me
fear.
anyway.
I have less fear
Yes.
than I did in my 20s, but my body is not as capable. So I guess, I mean, you know what? I'm going to say what I wish I could bring back from my 20s is not my body looks, but the strength I had. Because with fibro and age and everything, my strength has gone. So as I have aged, I have shed more of the people pleasing, and I still have it, and the self-worth. I still have it. We're
working on it.
Those, you know what? Do they ever completely go? Probably not.
Yeah, I think they
But-
do.
I
think
hope
they can.
I think they can, but I mean, you're still gonna. I do believe you're still gonna. It's like layers. Onions have layers. There's always going to be like that little skin that makes you go. But
Yeah,
once you've
that's-
dealt your shit, you go, okay,
That
no, I
little
don't have
skin
to.
is just enough to prevent you from being a total asshole.
No, but I think the self-worth stuff. I think.
Yeah,
You
have to
might.
have a
You're
little bit of
gonna.
doubt.
You're gonna always have that doubt. But when you've cleared it, you go. Oh wait, I don't do that. Oh, I know what this is. I'm not. So I'm not gonna say it's always gone, but once you've worked on it and released it, you don't allow yourself to wallow in it.
No more wallowing.
So I want back from my 20s. I want back the strength that my body had.
Yeah.
To match my finally, after how many years, and my goal in life is to make women in their 20s, teens, 30s do this now. Don't wait till you're fucking 50 something.
yeah.
So your energy can match your strength.
Yes.
And I think that's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what we both are.
I think that's what we both want. I want my energy to
yeah.
match my strength. And, I have a strength now that I didn't have then. But I guess I also feel a lot of sympathy for people who are in the midst of the child rearing thing, because you do have to kind of put yourself to, it's impossible to, I couldn't figure out how to do what I'm doing now when I had children. It was just like they just consumed my attention and focus so much. And I did put myself on the back burner a bit, but
100%
very
we do
willingly.
that. Yeah,
very
always,
willingly.
yeah.
And the thing I also want to say to a lot of the women out there, if they're listening, is that there's a whole other life afterwards, and it's worth it. And that when you're knee deep in it, like, the days are long, but the years are short. Like, now that we're on the other side of it.
so profound.
It's not mine, but I
Oh my
say
God,
it
you're
all
so
the time.
smart.
I'm so smart. But I felt like that. As soon as they were at a certain point, I went, "Oh my gosh, it's almost." I can
You don't realize that all of a sudden you're like, "Oh my God, I'm not doing this with my kids. I have
Exactly.
more time." When did this happen?
Yeah.
Like it's not a.
feels
It's not
a bit like aging. It's all of a sudden, boom.
It's
Oh my
not
God,
like-
they don't need me.
Yeah, it's not today's the last day I'll be. My child will let me hug them when they come home from school
Right.
without Mom, stop doing that. Today's the day that's the last diaper I'm changing. Like, you
Right.
don't. It just
You don't
happens.
know.
It
Yeah.
just happens.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those people who like record everything, which I'm so not.
Nope, me neither.
But I guess you know what, Jane. I guess we just have to embrace our bodies.
Yes.
Because we're going to be so fit. We're going to be those 70-year-old weightlifters. I'm going to be in a bikini at 70 in some kind of bodybuilder thing.
And fiber will be gone.
The
Or at least
fibro will be gone.
diminished.
I don't know if it goes, but it will
it'll be very
not be
quiet.
something that's present in my day to day.
Yes.
And we
Manifesting.
will be manifesting that, and we are going to be so amazing. Our bodies, our minds, our spirits.
You know what's cool is it's we're kind of being like our 20-year-old selves again, because when we were in the 20s, we were like, this is what's going to happen in my life, and this is the career I'm going to have.
guess
and here's
I
all
feel-
the things.
yeah.
And here's the nice thing is, like, for me, it's like the things that were, which I didn't realize back then, which were so important for me, which was, motherhood was surprisingly, when it did come, I was like, oh my God, this is, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. This is so fulfilling for me. I didn't
Yes.
kind of have that as like, I guess I was afraid of maybe it not happening, and I didn't want to put all my eggs in that
Right.
basket. But I'm at that, but I was at that point, I was willing to dream all kinds of possibilities for myself. And I feel like
we
I
can do it
that
again. So, ladies who are younger than us, know that you can dream when you have keep dreaming.
Yep.
And ladies who are our age, embrace and find new things to dream about. I think that's
New
what
things
makes
to
people
do and
get
try and
old.
be
That's what
brave
makes
and-
people get old. We
Yeah.
stop dreaming.
Stop trying and stop getting like, here's the other thing. I mean,
I'm
it's
trying to
easier-
wrap this up, and you keep starting new things. I love you so much.
I sort of not noticed that a minute ago, and then I was like, oh yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Maybe we're just gonna wrap up now.
Chandra's the one who's always like, Jane's like, I don't want these to be too long.
I know it's true.
So then I look at the time and I'm like,
I
okay,
can't see the time. How can you see that?
it's 44.
Holy shit.
I know, which is why I'm trying to wrap it up.
Okay, let's
and
wrap it up.
I love you so much.
I love you too. I'm so sorry. I can't see that. Okay. So we're wrapping this up now.
So to all, here we go again. So to all the ladies who are younger than us
And older than us.
and our age,
Yes.
keep dreaming
Yeah.
and let your 20-year-old self or talk to your 50-year-old self or go forward and backward in time wherever you are now, wherever your present is, and just
Give her some freedom. Dream big.
dream big, my friends. Ciao.